Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Pup. We are back with the PWC Week 5. Did miss Week 4 last week. We actually don't have a forfeit. We're playing them eventually in the future, well after this game, like a week after this game, because we had drops and, it is what it is. So we'll be playing that game eventually, a double upload, which will be fun. But we are sitting, what's our record right now? What are we? I don't even remember. Doesn't matter. But we're doing pretty good. We lost one game that we shouldn't have lost, but the other games we've won. So I feel pretty good about that. But looking at this, we are facing off against a Michael and the Charizard Choke Artist. So you already know that their Tera Captain is going to be the Charizard. If you guys do enjoy the PWC Draft League content or any others on the channel, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really love this league and I hope you guys enjoy it too. But looking at what they've got, so like I said, that Charizard, they also have a couple, monster threats. Roaring Mid, which is actually just mid. Iron Bundle, Garchomp, Iron Hands, Amoonguss. I could just see literally the top 6 coming, but they have the threatening Hisuian Braviary. They have Ninetales for Sun. They have Alcremie, which is not too bad. It's Darkrai. They have Drifblim, which is scary with Unburden, and then they have the Trevenant as well. But mostly, I prepped for those top 6 because I think they're going to come to this game. I think they all look really solid. Honestly, if something like Drifblim comes, it crushes my entire team. So hopefully we don't see that. Also, the Braviary is really strong to me. But looking at what we've got, we're going to start off with this Scarf Darkrai. This thing is fast enough to be able to outrun Roaring Moon. So if they have a booster or if they're just Scarfed, we're going to be able to outrun them. And click Ice Beam, which does about 70% to them. Focus Blast does closer to like 90-95%. So not going to be able to one-shot that thing, but if we get a layer of spikes up, or 2 or 3, then we'll be able to destroy that thing. But I'm probably just going to click Ice Beam into it because if we get some chip, we can always Revenge Kill, and we have other things in the back that can take on Roaring Moon. We have Dark Pulse as well on the set, just because it's really solid into their team for damage into, Charizard, for Garchomp, Braviary, Amoonguss, everything. Next up, we are going to have an Abomasnow on here, and I'm really happy that I decided to pick up Abomasnow because it's looked so good in a ton of these matchups. We are just max Spadef, which means we can take on the Iron Bundle pretty decently. We have the leftovers on the set and Leech Seeds, so we get a lot of recovery. But then the Aurora Veil makes it so we can eat hits from them even if they're specs. So I could definitely see myself leading this into potential Iron Bundle that wants to lead and maybe click Flip Turn or whatever. But yeah, this is really nice. We can also one-shot it with Blizzard, or one-shot it with Giga Drain. And Blizzard is really good into, obviously, Roaring Moon. Garchomp, they will probably be super scared of an Ice Shard. Not running it on the set, I'm also not any physically defensive, but we do have the Snow and Aurora Veil, so we should be able to eat hits from those anyways. Next up is going to be our Brambleghast. Really excited for this Mon in this week, because it looks incredible into the Iron Hands, which is a huge threat for my team, by the way. I really, really don't like, Drain Punch, especially if they get like bulk ups or Sword Stances going. I really don't appreciate that. So Bramble's able to, keep it in check. We have the Rocky Helmet, so when they hit me with those Thunder Punches, Wild Charges, whatever, they're going to get hit by that. There are other moves, Drain Punch, Close Combat if they want to run it, Fake Out, they have Earthquake, they're probably not going to have anything to hit me really well. But we're also trying to Spike Stack with this thing, so if we get that free switch on to Iron Hands, we can set up 1, 2, 3 layers of spikes. They have 2 defoggers in the Braviary and the Drifblim, so we'll see if they bring those, and if they bring them, if they even bring defog. We have Spin on the set and then Poltergeist as well, just to do some damage. A lot of defense and HP investment into this, but a good amount of speed into it as well, because I wanted to be able to outrun that Braviary just in case and be able to get a Poltergeist off on it. Next up, we have our second Scarfer, which is going to be the Medicham. We're just, max speed, max attack, sort of. And we are going to absolutely destroy their team because they don't have a good switch in to close combat if they don't have either of their 2 low-tier ghosts. I guess Braviary is also good, but if they don't have their flying types or their ghost types, I just destroy them with close combat. But, every one of those low tiers has in common being weak to Ice Punch, as well as the Garchomp and the Roaring Moon, so we can Revenge Kill those pretty easily. And then Zen Headbutt is a nice neutral hit, good into Iron Hands and Amoonguss, and especially good into their team if they don't have that Braviary. which is the only thing in that resists, barring that Roaring Moon that would be too afraid to come in on me. We also have Trick on the set, just in case we need to pawn this off on like an Amoonguss, on an Iron Hand, something like that, just to be able to have a more favorable matchup in the end game. Next up, we are going to have our Tera Captain, Basculin here. We are Tera Rock with Head Smash. This is going to be super fun. But if you guys don't see, we are also the Rock, we are the White Striped Basculin, which means we can use an Eviolite to get extra bulk. And we're just max HP and a lot of attack on the set, hitting the same speed tier as that Bramble. And, you know, Bramble, I don't even know what else is hitting him. The Bramble's hitting that. But we're outspeeding the same things. 2 adaptability, Tera Rock Head Smashes destroys almost everything on their team. We also have Tera Blast if we don't want to miss. And then Flip Turn is decent, has the adaptability boost if we do not Tera. Psychic Fangs into Iron Hands or the Amoonguss. Next up is going to be our Tauros. And this is our, you know, catch-all at the end of the day. I don't want to get swept by a Garchomp or a Roaring Moon. So we have Intimidate on this thing with a Shucka Berry so they can't kill me with like one-shot and Earthquake. We can always get a Will-O-Wisp off. If it's versus the Roaring Moon, we just close combat them. If it's versus the Garchomp, we're going to have to Will-O-Wisp them and hope, unless they are Scale Shot and lower their defenses, and we would be able to knock them out. We also have Zen Headbutt for the hands. Flare Blitz, obviously good into, you know, everything on their team, but especially the Amoonguss. But this mon just built super duper bulky. It can take on all the Roaring Moons and Garchomps, even Iron Hands decently well. It can take out the Charizard if they're running physical, because they don't have great physical flying stab unless they are like, you know, Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, Acrobatics, which would blow me away, but I don't even know if that would be able to destroy me, because I do have like Darkrai and Medicham that will be able to outspeed it. But that's it for my team. Feel pretty confident going into this one. It looks like, you know, we have a good matchup on paper, even into their absolutely monstrous team. I really want to fit I really want to fit Ursaluna, because we haven't brought it yet, but I'm sure we will in the near future. That's about it for the team builder. See you guys in the battle. What is up, guys? We are playing in week 5 of the PWC. We do see a lot of stuff that I expected. Super duper scary team with, you know, Iron Bundle, Roaring Moon, Roaring Mid, I guess. They got Garchomp hands, the Tera Charizard, and Amoonguss is nice there as well to check my Basculin. I have a team. I have Scarf Darkrai, which should be able to outrun a Moon at +1, but we can't OHKO it, so we're going to have to get some chip. We have especially defensive Abomasnow, which is really good into that bundle. Rocky Helmet Bramble is good for the hands. We have Choice Scarf Medicham that absolutely just fires off close combats in this game. We could also, you know, click Zen Headbutt, obviously, which is really solid. Shucka Berry Tauros, which can, you know, take on that Roaring Moon if it sets up. And then we have Tera Rock Basculin, which is super fun to just click Head Smash versus their team. An Eviolite, so we always eat hits. But I could see them leading either Chomp or the bundle. I think makes a lot of sense. And I think Abomasnow is really good into any of those leads. We can set up the Aurora Veil. I don't have like a Light Clay or anything, but it would still be nice, so I can get some switches out to maybe my Bramble Gas and start setting up some spikes, because they have none of their removal on the team. Every mon gets hit except for Charizard before it teras. So good luck and have fun to our opponent. I love that picture. But yeah, let's see what they end up leading with. I could definitely see Bundle coming out here. Shiny Bot, yeah. Okay. Awesome. As we get the Abomasnow out here, and what do I see them going out to first? Probably just like straight up Charizard right off the bat, which is why I kind of want to Leech Seed or just click Aurora Veil versus them. I could also like hard swap, but I don't think that's really worth it. I think we're just gonna set up the Veil here, and then we're gonna go out to my Basculin, as they're just gonna freeze dry me. Okay, and that did 140. Like, that thing's got to be choice specs. There's no way. I definitely believe that to be choice specs, and we could have just played Giga Drain versus them. and been in a great spot. But seeing that, they might just click it again. But I kind of have to cover for the swap, so I'm going to go for Leech Seed this turn. Man, they are just balls to the walls, man. Okay, but we're going to get this Leech off. Alright. We're going to get the leftovers. We're going to get Leech Seed back. And I think I'm going to double Leech here. Because, come on, there's no way they stay in now, right? There's no way. Watch them stay in again. Yeah, I think we're just gonna click double Leech here, right? What's the downside to that play? They don't have a great switch in. And it's probably gonna be Charizard. So let me just double Leech. As they do, yeah. Okay. I'm assuming that Zard comes out. It's actually the Amoonguss. So I could have easily clicked Blizzard versus them. But it is what it is. Alright, it's fine. Because now our Abomasnow versus an Amoonguss. I mean, Blizzard does so much to them. They can obviously throw off a Sludge Bomb, but we're behind screen. So let's just do it. This Mon is super annoying for my team, so if we're able to take him out, I'd be super happy about that. Yeah, as they don't do too much. No poison as well, it's great. Alright, and they show to be Black Sludge. Or just leftovers, doesn't really matter. But we get a super free Blizzard off here. We have one more turn of Veil and Snow. Let me just throw it off, as they're going to withdraw. Yeah, save that thing a little bit. We're going to get some extra lefties recovery and get some chip on this shiny bot, which I do not mind one bit. Yeah, Iron Bundle. Specs Freeze Dry versus me, yeah, 100%. And we've shown every single move except for Giga Drain, so they might think I don't have it. Which is why I'm going to go for it here. Because if they go for Freeze Dry, we kill this thing, which is a huge threat. Okay, they go for Ice Beam. Awesome. We live that, and we're going to knock him out. And we're going to get a decent chunk of my health back, too. The issue is that they can go Charizard, and if they're set up, then it's pretty tough. I am quite worried about a physical set, especially. But if they're special, then, you know, I can't really switch into, like, Tauros. Which is why they go big shiny bot. Okay, they're going hands. Okay. Iron Hands, we're just going to go out to Bramble here, and we're going to click Spikes. Because their team does not appreciate the Spikes. Now, they could do something like Ice Punch me, but I think we would be in a good spot as their Belly Drum. Oh. Belly Drum is incredibly scary. And they are Berry. Okay, so they're no item. Yeah, this is incredibly, incredibly scary. So they can't be Assault Vested or anything. Damn. Alright, that is super scary. I literally think what we just do is we set up the spikes in his face, though. I don't think we can afford to care. Because what they're going to do is they're just going to like Ice Punch me or Wild Charge me and take a bunch of recoil. So Thunder Punch. We actually live a Thunder Punch. It brings us down to 29. Which, yeah, I think that's just Adamant Max Attack. Alright, we're just going to click Strength Sap then. You know, lower you down to +5 and get all the way back up. We should always live a Thunder Punch from this range now. Yeah, I mean, they're just going to chip themselves. Brings me down to 45. Ooh, the Para is huge, though. Para is huge. Alright, we're just gonna, you know, go for another Strength Sap. We do actually outspeed them, so they're like no investment. Yeah, they've got to be like negative investment actually. Alright, let's just Strength Sap again. If we get fully paralyzed, we lose the Mon, it's okay. As they're gonna withdraw, that Mon is super chipped, which is great. As they're gonna go into Amoonguss, which is totally fine. They're gonna take some spikes. We're gonna get some HP back, probably not too much. Let's see. Oh, we actually get a ton. We're back up to full pretty much. And I'm just gonna set up my other 2 layers of spikes. They do not appreciate this. Yep, no full para is great. So we got 2 layers of spikes up versus them. What are they gonna do? Just Sludge Bomb? There's just under 50% there. I think we should be able to live another one. So I'm gonna try to get my 3rd layer up. We do. Amazing. That is great. So 3 layers versus them, they have no removal. And we are gonna live, just barely. They're gonna get pretty close up to full, but we're gonna Poltergeist to try to get some chip. Because we don't really have a great switch in here. So we're just gonna click Polter. As we do hit them, I thought we were gonna miss. But we're gonna hit them, get a huge crit. I'm sorry about that, man. As they're gonna take me out with Sludge Bomb. But now we have a ton of options of what we want to do here. Like, we could go Tauros and just click Flare Blitz versus them. We could probably even get away with Zen Headbutt. We could go to Metacham as well, who can Zen, can Ice Punch. We could also go Basculin. And Basculin's Psychic Fangs from, you know, I think we're what, 176 Adamant. My set isn't even in here for some reason. Psychic Fangs, it might not kill. Against Max Fizdef, it looks like it probably would. But I think I'm just going to go into the free Darkrai. I think this is pretty free to go Darkrai here. Because we can just send off an Ice Beam and they have no switch in. They literally cannot switch into this move. Because they're going to withdraw. So potentially stacking off the hands. No, they're going to go Hard Roaring Moon. Wow. Okay. This is going to take 50% at least. And they take all 3 layers. Booster Speed, I'm assuming. Booster Speed, okay. Okay, they are almost dead. Bro. We get the freeze. Does not matter. I'm going to show them that we're scarfed here. So I was outspeeding them anyways. So it did not matter, the freeze. Because they went hard into it like that. But I feel so bad. Crit into freeze. Without the crit, we still could have gone into this thing and Ice Beamed and killed the Amoonguss. This is going to limit their HP. But still. But now is when it gets actually scary. Because this Charizard, man. And what kind of set are they going to be? I have no clue. But I think we might just be able to go into Basculin for free here. So we're Eviolite with max HP. I think we should be okay here. I could also just throw off an Ice Beam, but I'm afraid, like, I have no clue what their Tera type's going to be. So I'm going to go hard Basculin. As they are going to Tera, we get to see what this is going to be. Tera, like, flying would be tough. Because they're just Tera Fire. Alright, are they going to be special or physical? That is the question. As they're just Flare Blitz, they're physical. They did 102. Take some recoil. If they're jolly, yeah, that looks about jolly. The nice thing is that here I can probably get a kill with Tera Blast. Head Smash is obviously a little bit better. If we stay in this form and just flip turn, we do about 50%. You know what? I kind of like just staying in a regular Basculin and flip turning here. So I'm going to go for that, as they're going to withdraw. That's what I figured. Probably into Amoonguss? No, as they are going to sack off the hands. And that should just die to spikes, right? No, okay. We're going to get the kill with Basculin. We'll take it. And what do I want them to come in on? I am worried about them being set up. I think I could just go Medicham. I think I'm going to go Medicham. Because we were Choice Scarf, we destroyed Terrifier Charizard with the close combat. Also, they're going to take spikes. So we could honestly just flick then Headbutt as they go Garchomp, okay? After spikes, they might just die to Ice Punch. So I'm going to go for it. They're taking way too much here. Let's see. Yep, they just straight up die. Good stuff, Medicham. We're going to take Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. So we're a little bit tanky. I'm calcing against max HP and max, pretty much max Fizz Def, and that was a roll. But they, you know, if they were like max HP, it's obviously killing. Alright, they're going to take some spikes here. I am going to switch out to the Tauros this time because I know they're physical. I'm just going to get that Intimidate off on them. Against that Charizard. Gonna get that Intimidate. And they're gonna Thunder Punch. Yeah, good play. Ooh, Para is tough. Tough. But what do they have? They have the Amoonguss and this thing. So I think we just click Close Combat. As they're gonna withdraw. Okay, they're gonna go Amoonguss. I mean, we can just Flare Blitz them. As they take a ton of spikes damage there. They get fully paralyzed. Oh well. That's not the end of the world at all. Because Flare Blitz still knocks them out here. They could make a great play and go back down to Charizard, but I think we still have the tools to beat it. Especially after they take extra damage. But no, we're just gonna Flare Blitz. And down goes the Amoonguss. This Charizard's about to come in. And I don't think they're going to be able to knock me out. I really don't think so. They're going to be under 50%. So we should be able to knock them out with close combat if we're able to hit it. As they're just going to Flare Blitz. It's going to do a decent chunk. And it's actually not that decent. We're max Fizz Def on this thing. And we do get the close combat off. That's going to be GG's to our opponent. Really happy with the prep that I brought this week. Unfortunate, you know, that crit earlier, the freeze, but the freeze did not matter with Scarf Darkrai in the back. I think they just played 2 balls to the walls, and I was able to take advantage of that, take home a really nice 5-0 victory. So I love that. Love to see it. Also, if you guys were wondering, no video last week. We might have a forfeit win, we might not. It really depends on what happens. Someone dropped, so we might play their replacement, we might not. But now we're sitting at 3-1 with a pretty good differential, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. If we do have that forfeit win, then we'll be 4-1 with even better differential. So, you know, we'll take it either way. But GG's to our opponent. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you guys don't miss the draft battles that are going on pretty much every day on the channel right now. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys.